Hello and welcome back to another Elite Dangerous video. This time we are going Titan bombing. We're choosing a Krait Phantom and we're going to go attack Rajin. Rajin is the second to last Titan remaining in the bubble. So exciting times in terms of the Thargoid War. Who knows what's going to happen after the last Titan goes down. Some people think the war will carry on. Others think it will be no longer inside the bubble. I'm not so sure myself, but yeah, I've done quite a lot of work in the surrounding systems to get Rajin to be vulnerable, and now that it is, it feels only right that I do some attack runs. And also, I want some of the rewards, right? You get arcs, you get a ship kit, you get a ship skin, and you also get that decal. So my carrier's parked next door to the Titan, pretty much. There he is. That's Rajin, I think. Let's have a click on that. There we go, Rajin. So, what, 4 and a bit hearts left at the time of this recording. So we're going to go in there and just show you how this thing works, to be honest. If you've never done Titan bombing before, it's pretty easy. Everyone can do it. You don't need a ship with engineering, although it obviously always helps. But yeah, beginners can go straight in there and do some damage to the Titan. And also, I must say that the Titan itself, the work that the devs have done in terms of the environment, the effects, the atmosphere, the audio is absolutely stunning. So we just jumped into the Titan system here. As you can see, I'm getting interdicted. A lot of the time, you do get interdicted once you get into the Titan's system. But generally just hit silent running. As soon as you're interdicted, jump away as fast as possible. And normally you won't take much damage. I mean, the Phantom's quite quick, so it's easier in this ship than most. So yeah, so anyone can get involved in Titan bombing. You don't need engineering, like I said. You can just I'll leave a build in the description for sort of an unengineered Krait Mk2 or something like that, that you can build at one of the rescue mega ships and experience this stuff for yourself. A little bit about the build: you will need at least 1 caustic sink. I would take 2 if it's your first time attempting this, because you may mess up on the pulse, which I'll talk about in a little while, and if you do, you'll get yeeted right back out of the maelstrom. So you may need a secondary caustic sink to give you more ammo to at least have another attempt. I take one or 2 heatsink launchers, and you do need a Thargoid pulse neutralizer, not to be confused with the shutdown field neutralizer. I know they sound very, very similar, but you won't get in unless you've got a Thargoid pulse neutralizer. So here we're getting interdicted one more time. We will jump out again. It's just scouts. They're just annoying, really, more than anything else. Yeah, look at that ammonia world there. Looks pretty nice. Let's just drop in here and see if we can get through first time to the Titan and see if there are any other commanders helping out, because this build does not have a nanite torp launcher. The nanite torpedoes are for making the Titan expose its heat core by firing them into the heat vents on top of the Titan, but I don't actually have that on this ship. But I am in the Anti-Xeno Initiative Discord. Well, I'm in their private group, should I say. So there's usually loads of players. Look, you can see lasers already. So what I'm going to do first of all when I drop in is I'm hitting silent running, because those little spiky things that you see, that's the pulse, by the way, that big thing that just went off. But those little spiky things are mines. They blow up if you get too close. And yeah, we don't want that. So we stay cold and they don't detect us, and we can just fly straight past. So boosting towards with silent running. I'm going to drop a heat sink now and get ready to drop a caustic sink, because once you get into this area, the caustic starts to build up. So there we are, releasing a caustic sink now. And we're staying silent, running for a while. We're boosting. And then the pulse is going to hit now, so we make sure we've got 4 pips in system. And we're going to fire off the Thargoid pulse neutralizer just before it gets to our ship and hold that button down. So now hold it, hold it, hold it. And we're through. Now what tends to happen now is after the pulse, you can get a lot of heat build up. So I've just dropped another heat sink. And a caustic sink as well. So you got to just keep your eye on the caustic levels and the heat levels, and then obviously the pulse. So it looks like it's going to pulse again, and we're going to need another caustic sink. We're through the pulse, and we'll drop a heat sink and a caustic sink, and I think we can turn silent running off now. Yeah, because we're past all of those little nasty mines. I think we're pretty much there. Maybe one more pulse, maybe not. There should be like an asteroid field that you start to come up against. You should see the asteroids in a little while. I can see all the laser fire there of other commanders. Yeah, there we are. There we are. There's the asteroid belt. That looks so cool. Yeah, they've really done a good job making this thing really atmospheric. Hear the groans of that Titan mothership in the background. So we got through that pretty well. Lost 1% hull, but no module damage really. Yeah, looking good. So this build has repair limpets and an AFMU to repair modules if needed. It's always recommended that you bring those along if you want to spend any significant time in here, because you can always come back to the asteroids and med up relatively risk-free. So usually what happens is one of the commanders in this instance will torpedo the vents, which will cause the Titan to overheat and eject the heat core. At that point, everybody goes to the bottom side of the Titan and hits the core. I'm just going to use the thermal vent beam to cool down the ship. So as you can see, our temperature dropping there, 4%, 1%. So yeah, that's going to stop a lot of aggro. It's really important that you stay cool here. Otherwise, once you get close to the Titan like I am now, you'll attract everything, and you'll get hit pretty hard if everything turns around and sees you, particularly the larger interceptors in the instance. So what I tend to do is just hide around and stay cold near where the core will be ejected. Now that's at the center of this side of the Thargoid Titan. If you look to the left in a minute, I think, let me have a look, I think it's just to our left. Yeah, there it is, I think, over there. Yes, that's the center there. There's these little turrets as well that fire. These are quite cute. They don't do much damage, but they make a brilliant light show. And you can always attack those with the beam while you stay cool and destroy them. Should go down in a second. There we are. And we'll just keep staying cold. And what should happen is you should get a message saying that the core is being ejected, and those lights should come on each one of those little spikes in front of us there. There's like a little yellow light, and that's when we know it's time to attack. That sound is usually a good indicator as well that something's happening. So let's just see. We've got some friendly Axie pilots with us as well. A cutter and a Python Mk2. I mean, you could do this in pretty much any ship, if I'm honest, especially if you know what you're doing. But hopefully this video does give you a few clues about what to do and how to do it, and particularly if I share the builds as well in the description, which I will. You should be able to get in here and give it a go and get some of the rewards and feel like you're contributing to the effort of the war. There is only 2 Titans left, so I should think this one will be dead by sort of Monday, Tuesday next week. If it's got 4 hearts left on the Sunday. Ooh, we don't want him knowing where we are. It's a Cyclops. We just want to stay cold. Hide down here. Look at those wormy things. They look weird, don't they? Okay. It's taking longer than it should, this. Oh, wait. Here we are. Oh, no, no, no. That's not good. That's not good. That's not the pulse. Sorry. That is the pulse. That's not the vents opening. When it all goes blue like that, like this, the Thargoid fires a pulse and it blasts all the human ships away from it. So it's always better to get a little bit of distance at this point. Back to the rocks. And there we are, we've dodged that now. So that was probably a little bit of a glitched instance with how many commanders are in here. It's probably quite a few. Got a good view of the Titan there. So we're going to head back in. Stay sneaky. Again, and this time, hopefully, the core will become vulnerable and we'll have the chance to hit it for a brief amount of time. Generally what happens is the more vents you manage to close, the longer the core will be visible and vulnerable to attack. I'm not doing any vent toping on this run. Like I said, I'm just going to be... uh-oh, are we getting attacked by a... Yeah, that's an interceptor, so we've been spotted there. We just need to... oh, there's another one. We just need to use a bit of our boost speed on the Phantom to get away. Keep our heads down for a bit and hopefully it'll lose interest. As long as we stay cold and don't just sit next to it. It's still seeing me. It's not good. I think we're alright now. I think we're good. Yep. So we just keep staying cold. Hopefully someone's doing the vents right now. And the core will be ejected. Or at least, I don't know, is ejected the right word? I don't know. It'll become vulnerable. You'll see what happens in a minute. People call it the pineapple. Like it looks a bit like a weird yellow pineapple. And we're running the old school shards on this build, which are a bit more awkward to get than normal weaponry. First you need to unlock them, and then you need to apply the Thargoid... what is it? The Thargoid... Is it like an anti-Guardian field engineer into it? Because any Guardian modules within this space will get destroyed. Oh, there we are. The lights are on. So there's the core. So we'll use the beam to stay cold and just hit with the shards. Hopefully we'll get some decent damage on this. Any other commanders? Oh, the core's going in already. So not many vents were hit on that run apparently because the core went in pretty quickly. So what you do straight after that is boost away. Like this, like me and this guy. Get away from the core. Watch the pretty light show, and that's basically it. Attacking a Titan 101. So, if you have any more questions or thoughts about this video and how to do this and get involved, just leave them below. Hopefully, yeah, that's give you a good indication of what to do. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.